welcome to my channel. This is Lisa with Lisa's Faith and Budget Planning channel. I'm excited to be here today. I'm excited to dive into my budget. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I do mostly budgeting videos where I do paycheck to paycheck, weekly check-ins, monthly budgets, and just kind of go over my system of how I keep track of everything. And I track everything to the penny, and I share that with others so that you guys can learn to budget in a way that makes sense to you. Now, everything I do, you don't have to do. You can pick one of the systems and just kind of use that as how you want to budget if you're just being introduced to budgeting. So welcome. If you have questions, put it in the comment section below. I would love to talk to you down there. And if you've been on my channel many times, I welcome you back. I'm excited to have you here. So yeah, we have had first 3 days. Paycheck one's over. It's just the way my husband's paychecks fell this month. Pop this out real quick. Yeah, payday. So 1, 2, 3. Things have come in and everything's good. All the income I expected came in. All the transactions I expected have happened in the first 3 days. So we're good to go there. Now tomorrow is payday again. I see the pending transaction. So this is going to be a budget, but it's also going to be an actual. The budget part is more about what we're spending and less about what income is coming in. So, but I do see it. There are certain things that I don't know about yet, but I will put those in when they happen. So we're closing out paycheck one. We're going to set up paycheck two, and I'm going to go ahead and pop these pages out, and I will be right back. Okay, paycheck one. Here we go. I started writing, and here I am. So we have $7,562.50. That is what we started with. That's what we're ending with. In 3 days, not much has happened. So now is the expenses. So the expenses part here for me, really the only difference was the grocery, household, and restaurants. That is what I needed to pay attention to. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and total up the actual expenses. I don't really worry about down here as far as over-unders. I just want to see it over to the side so I can pay attention to what specifically was over-under. Let's see, move this over here, that there we go. And here we go. So I had $158 that I transferred into savings for my Roth IRA for 2023. I'm saving for next year. I already have this year's ready, and we're going to fund that. And then I have $1,990.98. I did get our city property tax bill, and not the bill, but the notice of what inflation looks like. And so yeah, we may actually breach $2,000 next year between the homeowner's insurance and the property tax adjustment. Our mortgage stays the same. It's a fixed rate, it's a fixed amount. Everything else around it is fluctuating because the rest of it goes into escrow. So yeah, we gotta make sure we have money for that. I might, just whatever's in savings, that'll be fine. Let's see, $200 where we tie the military retirement check. That goes to Helping Hands, and then Paramount Plus, $5.99. Oh, I did not mean to subtract either. I really like this calculator. Here we go. Let's put addition 5.99. There we go. Typed over everything. There we go. And then we had a whopping $247.53. A lot of cold days in January or February that we're paying here in March in our natural gas bill. My son's health insurance. That's what that's about, and he pays us rent, so that covers that. And then we had money, so if you didn't watch my last video, my husband had to close his Visa Go card account, which is a prepaid card that he uses internationally when he travels, and we had money on it. So when he closed it, they put the money back into this checking account. And then via education, my husband always gets that money because it's his money, basically. Our family is doing well, so we don't need that to pay groceries or anything like that. Now, if you are getting something like a VA education benefit from post 9/11 GI Bill or Montgomery GI Bill, or any of those things, and you need it for those things, use it for those things. Some families can't go to school and live off without living off of that. So, but for us, we don't necessarily need it because he makes enough money in his salary and overtime and his other checks. I just have him transfer that. Plus, there was $250 from last month on VA education that came in as well that we couldn't put on the Visa Go card like we normally do, and that he sent over. So all those things combined equaled this $1,084.79. You'll see us transfer more to the Visa Go card because there are some reimbursements he's getting back as well that he spent for himself while traveling, and that's going to go back on his Visa Go card as well. So that will be that. And then I'm going to take out the $156.01 for groceries that we spent, and then my allergy shots. There we go. And that is that. So we spent, and there was plenty of money left over. It was definitely a very short pay time. So there is $1,863.65. And that's not even right because okay, so that is much better. So because I didn't really budget, because I didn't budget anything for our spending categories and I just spent, that is the only thing that's extra on top of this. And now I know the actual number. Let's see here. $4,356.35. There we go. And I'm going to take that, I'm going to subtract this $7,562.50 that came in, and that's going to leave $3,197.15 to balance forward into paycheck 2. Now, I have not conferred with the bank exactly yet, and so I could definitely do that really quick though. Okay, I've confirmed with the bank. We look good. I might be off by 6 pennies or so, but I'm not going to sweat it right now. I will figure that out as I go along in paycheck 2. And by the close of paycheck 2, I will know exactly for sure. When the paychecks are this close together, sometimes I just don't sweat the small stuff and I just keep going. So I'm going to put the balance forward from what we just did right here. The $3,197.15. It might be 6 pennies more than that. Maybe no, I got the interest. Maybe I wrote a number wrong. That's okay. And we have a pending deposit. So let me go ahead and get that number. That number is $3,991.96. This has a little bit overtime. This has a lot of reimbursements, over $1,000 in reimbursements for my husband on some spending for things that he needed while he was gone. And so, yeah, we're just going to kind of roll with it. And I'm going to wait until the pay stub. I can't get it now because it's pending. But once it's no longer pending and I can see the breakdown of the paycheck, I will know more what this number is, and then we will have a better budget later. But for right now, I'm going to put the $3,197.15 plus the $3,991.96. Together, that gives us another $7,000. Wow. Okay, well, a lot of this carried over from last paycheck. So $7,189 and, 11 cents. I must be really tired. I can't think straight today. There we go. Now, I've already written everything out. I didn't say that before, but off camera, I wrote everything down so that I could go through this a little bit quicker. Next, I have the Roth IRA. Again, I'm going to move $158. Tithe overtime. I'm going to budget 0 for right now because I don't know how much of this is already money we had and how much is this new earned money income. And that's what we tithe when we do our tithe. Offerings is above and beyond the tithing. So, and in the way we were raised and grew up into thinking what tithing and offerings are. So I want to know the breakdown of this before I budget the breakdown of this. And so the overtime part will definitely tithe. I just don't know how much it's going to be. Now the transaction for the VA disability tithing is this Greater Europe Missions. Now, tithe overtime is also going to go to the same organization, but it's going to be an additional tithe. Now that his overtime is done for this time period, the next overtime period coming up next month, I'm not sure how we're going to tithe that quite yet. We're going to go into prayer about that and discover what the Lord leads us there. But this is $231.75. Now, our electric this month is low, which is really good. And did I keep the numbers? I did not keep the numbers. Hold on one second. I gotta get my calendar that has all the numbers. Okay, I found my monthly budget and I'm just going to draw from those numbers. So now that that's ready, so I have that. Electric, what is that? That is $43.77. The tithe is always $310. A lot of this I have memorized, but not all of it. Hopewell is a Christian counseling service we go to, and it's $113. We pay out of pocket because insurance does not cover it for the way we're doing it, faith-based. Geico is $122.40. That's for 2 vehicles, a Nissan Armada and a Jeep Wrangler Sahara thing, whatever that is. 113 again. We have 2 appointments that are one week and one the next week, and they still fall in the same paycheck period. So I want to make sure I got that covered. City of Chesapeake did not come out on Paycheck One, so I'm going to put it here for Paycheck 2. I'm still waiting for that to clear. And now the budget for the grocery household. So what I did is I took my weekly check-in, and let me grab that. I took these numbers here for week 2, these totals here, the $143.99, the $112.50, the $127.45, $87.50, and then I add what I came up with, what each week was supposed to be, which is $300 for grocery household, $112.50 for restaurants, and I added $137.50 for miscellaneous and $87.50 for gasoline. Still figuring out how I'm going to do that with the credit card, because I decided to start putting gasoline on the credit card, thankfully, because oh my gosh, the prices are crazy and it doesn't hit our bank account that hard now. But those totals combined for week 2 and week 3 of the weekly check-in is where I get these numbers from. So it's $443.99, $225, and then $264.95. Let me move this up. And then the last one here is gas for $174, and that's for over a 2-week period for 2 vehicles, and I'm really hoping that's going to be enough. If not, it's fine. We have enough in the buffer to the checking account to figure it out. And then anything beyond this point will be considered unbudgeted. And I will just do 0 here in the budget and then an actual over here. When I discover how much is going to be transferred to my husband's Visa Go card as far as his part of the money that is already in this, and I just don't know how much that is yet, so that he can get his money back. And then what's the family budget and all those things. So I'll be processing that out tomorrow, but I won't put that in a video until I close out Paycheck 2, and you'll see it then. And anything else that we spend, if these spending categories aren't enough, there will be unbudgeted items here in order for us to cover what we need to spend for this time period. So I know gas prices are going up. I know food and groceries and house, anything that has to get on a vehicle and burns gas to get there, it's going to cost money. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of impacts to the budget. So if you have questions or want to learn more or have something specific that you're interested in learning, let me know. I would love to help out in any way that I can. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom out and put my notebook back together, and I will close out this video. Okay, that's it. I set up Paycheck One. Or closed up Paycheck One. I set up Paycheck Two. You know what I didn't do? I didn't do the math. Oh my gosh, I am so tired, guys. Whew, I need a nap. Let's do the math. I'm going to total this up, and I will be right back. Okay, so here's the number. Let me bring the calculator closer to you guys. I'm assuming you can see it, but I'm not sure. There's a little bit of light on it. $2,249.86. So I'm going to write that number here, $2,249.86. And let's go ahead and subtract that from the total at the top, which is quite a bit of money. Oh my gosh, I have no idea what's going on here. $7,189.11. Enter. And that's going to give us $4,939.25. So we are going to have some other things come up during this time period. I know we're going to start getting grass cut again by our favorite person from church. I'm excited. Boss Land and Lawn's coming back. And we are going to put that as unbudgeted because I'm not sure the schedule or when and payments and all that stuff. So you will see that next time when I go to close out Paycheck 2 in a couple weeks. And there's plenty of money here to figure out what to do next. And mostly what's going to happen is probably savings. So come back for that and see what happens. So hopefully this is going to be enough for the month and cover all the needs that we have. A little concerned about the spending categories. I do feel like inflation's enough that we're going to need to either boost those or go over budget and just take it out of the buffer checking account and reevaluate. So, but before I go, really quick, because we did do our Roth IRA, and I've got to find my highlighters. March 4th, another deposit being made for the future. I'm so excited about this. To have that fully funded at the beginning of the year so it can gain as much interest as possible throughout the year. That is awesome. I mean, that is seriously awesome. I'm still learning more about Roth IRAs. I learned about them before in school, but I never really focused for myself. And it never dawned on me to get one for myself until now. And I wish I had thought of this like 20 years ago when I was learning about it. I would have so much in assets right now. It would be amazing. So there's that. 2 nest eggs down. 1 more to go for this month. And I am thrilled. I am just so thrilled. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give us a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of my videos, please subscribe to my channel. And I will see you guys next time. I hope you have an amazing and blessed day. There we go. Bye.